Welcome back, guys. Pete again at Delirium. Got another war recap tonight for you. This one is coming post-update, where now the Valks are king. Well, queen, I guess, little red-headed sluts. But a lot of clans are starting to use these, especially ours. Um, you'll notice now you got the win streaks. They show you up there. We used to have a pretty intense win streak of 62, but lost it a few wars ago by one. Should have won it, but we kind of outplayed ourselves there. So I'm going to show you this one. This one is against Nicia Scarlata. I'm not even going to really try to do that one. Mexican clan. We probably wouldn't be facing them if, Trump would be in office and we got the borders going up, but here we are. I think it was after the war that they faced us. They kicked a lot of these guys out just simply because of how terrible they were. But we had a couple attacks. Tonight I'll show you, I think, 2 attacks on Town Hall 10s, and then 2 or 3 on higher Town Hall 9s. So between me and myself and a couple others, we experimented this war using the Valks. Couple combined with Queen Walks, others just mass Valkyries. My man Daz got one that was real nice. I guess we'll start with the highest. So this one I got, it was pretty nice. I was kind of worried actually before doing this, simply because it's an open base and I was afraid of Ring Around the Rosie. But combined it with a Queen Walk, and it went a lot better than I had planned, to be honest. Started over in the west area. Dropped an archer simply just to cut off the pathing of the queen, because sometimes she has a mind of her own. Now, I've said this a couple times, it's pretty important on how you place not only the queen, but also the healers. Queen, you don't want her to go around. I mean, sometimes she'll go around regardless, but if you do everything in your power, you can try to force that. So I wanted her actually to go inside the base here, simply because from where I was attacking, I knew I was going to have an issue moving down south. So I actually broke in here to get her closer to the core. The nice thing was is that I wasn't going to face any Inferno towers if I got close, because they were so far over. So triggered that clan castle to come out. Sometimes this can be tough with the Queen Walk when you got a Hound and the Loon. The Loon will just sit there and keep dropping on Queen. But as soon as that goes down, drop 1 minion just to clean up the pups from behind her from damaging the healers. But started the attack from the bottom. Used 2 golems and then about 8 wizards just to help with the funnel. And you'll notice how fast these Valkyries are now. They pretty much beat every spell. I mean, when you drop the spell, they're out of the spell in half a second. So what I like doing is I like dropping a freeze on the first Inferno, because that usually is the one that does the most damage. While everything's getting the core, I got a little lucky with the healers, because healers actually 1 stayed on the queen, 1 moved to the king, and then 2 of the healers moved to the Valkyrie and Golem combination, which was nice there in the core. Sometimes it's not nice when they split up like that, but everything was being healed just nicely. And this is where this base really hurts this guy, is because it is so open that nothing is stopping any of the troops from maneuvering. So you'll notice that I still have, I don't know, 4 to 5 Valkyries, bunch of wizards, and full life heroes now, thanks to the healers. Rest of that is cleanup. And the nice thing is I mean, Queen Walks aren't dead simply because of the new time cuts. We used to have 3 minutes and 30 seconds, and then Jake from State Farm decided he wanted to complain and tell everybody that, oh, they're getting too long and it's too easy to 3-star now. It just means you got to start the main attack a little quicker, is really all that means. But you'll notice that's my troop composition. It's been working really nicely for me. Next video I'm going to show you, I believe, is from a main man Daz. Now he does it a little different. He has a little more cover for him. I think he's got 3 golems. Yep, he's got 3 golems. Almost the same amount of Valks, but he brings a couple giants. Giants simply just because on this one you'll notice you got the multi-inferno there. Giants really help the multi as far as picking up strands of it. But he's had a lot of success with this. He's had, I think, maybe 3 or 4 perfect wars in a row using this attack. So he's been doing really well with it. It's always nice to bring a heal on this simply because when you have a single Inferno left, it's only going to target 1 troop. So you can get away with the heal. He's got them high heroes, and those things really just plow through these purple walls. Upgrade your walls these days, people. They do make a difference. King's about dead, but he's got Queen's ability. He's got a handful of Valkyries left. You'll notice now, look at that. The first swing is so fast that everything goes down almost immediately on that first swing. I mean, the max Valkyries, I mean, I hope it doesn't get nerfed, but I can only assume that it's going to. It's just way overpowered. But really, really nice attack here. It's been working out for him perfectly. Rest is just clean up. It's got 2 breakers, man. You didn't even swag the breakers. Cheapo. So that's his army composition. Total of 5 giants in there. Help with the strands. Good job, buddy. This was a cleanup by me. That was a Town Hall 9. That's a Town Hall 9. Let's see this one. This was a really nice attack by my friend Ack. That's what we call him. So he's going to do a nice surgical go-ho on this. Trigger out the clan castle simply because it's so off-centered. People nowadays aren't putting their clan castles very center simply because it doesn't matter. The poison spell directly on them doesn't do anything at all. Troops just jump out. You see it every now and then, but most of the clans that we're facing are pretty experienced, so not too many stupid moves on that part. Now this was a really nice base for him because where you would think all the giant bombs are, they were not there. They were actually in places that were just totally irrelevant. But he's been starting to do a really nice surgical. Before he was just dropping them all pretty much in 1 or 2 groups from his side, and he got unlucky for a few wars actually. But the bombs, I think, see where the hogs are? I think they were right in between where they are and the town hall. And if they're not in between any defenses, they're not going to do anything. Now you'll notice he brings a couple giants. The nice thing about these is that the giants cause so much distraction for these point defenses that hogs just can tear through up everything. Look at this. He has almost all his hogs left and another heal spell. Doesn't even need it. He got a little cocky. I don't even know if he ends up swagging it though. Rest is just cleanup. It was a pretty nice attack. Oh, he does. Actually, he swagged it just perfectly in time because the hogs ran over bombs. The hogs end up dying on the cleanup, but still got it. This is a different type of hog attack. He actually used a max attack with hogs. We call him DJ. DJ's a newer member of the clan. He's been doing really well ever since he's been in wars with us. He's been in a couple wars with us now, but I haven't done many recaps lately, so you haven't seen him, but he's been here for about a week and a half or so. He does the old 2 archer with a healer trick on the hound, stays on the hound the entire attack. So instead of bringing a jump, he brings the 4 earthquakes, opens up that entire center area. Good placement. Stupid outside bomb. Now you'll notice he also does this. He drops the queen first, holds off on the king because the king can be an idiot and just wander. As soon as all those outside structures are down, king goes down. Eventually. There he goes. Some people make the mistake of dropping the king immediately. You don't want to, and whoever's watching this, hold off on the king. And I say that only because he goes to the nearest structure and he's so stupid. He's dumber than your queen. And he'll just travel if you don't actually hold him off and point him in the right direction. He also uses the one giant to distract the defenses. Defenses just stare at the giant. Hogs come through and tear it up. Really nice heal placement. He covers 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 defenses with that heal. Sometimes you'll notice that skeletons have been chasing hogs around the entire time. Sometimes with this attack, skellies can ruin it only because you don't have room for a poison at Town Hall 9. But he managed to get that real nice. The queen actually going outside helped him a lot on cleanup. Rushes just clean up on this. And you'll notice up there, still going at it. So that was a really nice attack, man. Didn't even need those last 2 archers. But those are the main ones I wanted to show you on this one. Keep this one a little shorter. The next recap I'm going to do is probably my favorite war we've had. And it's only because we faced a clan that was almost identical to us. But we'll get into that later. Thanks for watching. Talk to you guys later. And as my man Daz always says, if you're unhappy and you know it, change your clan.